Since 2011, many of the young stars in NASCAR came through the ranks with the NASCAR Next initiative. This program was designed to help drivers hone their skills on and off the track as they rose through the levels of NASCAR. For this show, we brought some of the original alumni back together again for a reunion to reminisce and tell stories from the days of old. Last time on NASCAR Next Now, we talked about lives off the track. How has it been juggling two kids?
It kind of sucks.
Does it? Hey, I know, it's not a walk in the park. And highlights of this season so far.
Dude, I'm talking full belts undone, on the seat, like, trying to get the belt.
This time, we will take a look back on some of the early days of their careers and great battles on track from the past. So 10 years ago, some of these drivers were a part of the Next 9 video. Take a look at how young they were here.
This is a photo shoot.
Look at you in front, Kyle.
That's Sergio.
Serge, dude, so awkward, dude.
It's
Yeah, yes.
There he is.
Yeah. I look right after I shave. It's crazy.
Look at his glow up, though, guys. Honestly, look at that. He went from punk rocker to baseball player.
I'm gonna say you look way better now than what you used to look.
Yeah, Corey, you're looking way. Kyle,
you look the same.
Kyle.
I look the same? Thanks.
You don't age. Well, we do have some controversial moments that have happened along the way.
Pissed here, right?
Yeah, so this is Battle of Bowman Gray.
We really wanted Moffitt here.
That's why Moffitt.
Larson, you were on the pole for this.
You don't want that smoke.
You won the race.
I was on the outside pole.
So what do you guys remember about this event?
Qualifying on a short track.
You won this one, right, Corey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my first win.
You cheated.
Kyle started on the pole.
You qualify on pole?
Yeah.
That's why he's starting inside the first lane.
He could have chose the outside.
Not then.
Yes, huh?
Now then.
This is where it gets really good.
Where are you going, Paul? Corey doored me.
Where are you going, Bubba?
I'm like, Moffitt.
Drove to Winston-Salem.
Is that Moffitt?
Yeah, Moffitt was supposed to be here.
He misses the bottom. I fill the hole.
Oh, no, you did not fill the hole. He was mad that Corey moved him out of the way.
Oh, here it comes, here it comes.
So here, hit pause. I am like, dude, I am sorry. And then he puts his hand on my helmet, and then it's...
Well, time out, though.
I would imagine the language coming from the fans here, too, is probably pretty good.
It's like, look, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Look how skinny Brett is.
Yeah, he's a dad bod now.
You calling him fat now?
Feisty.
He's got the wooden down.
Corey don't even know what's going on. He's just pumped he won the race.
All right, guys, we got another one here for you. This is a big one. This is my favorite one. Please roll the tape.
Dude, Larry Mack talked me so hard after this race on Twitter.
So
That was Moffitt.
That looks familiar.
no, actually, that's not as bad as I thought it was.
That's
so the
Brandon
28
right there running second.
28.
Here we go.
Hey,
There we go.
Pause the tape.
He's there.
Pause the tape. He's there. Pause the tape. Because Randy LaJoy was spotting for me, and you can imagine.
Tyler Green.
Oh, now you got all sorts of downforce right here, right?
Okay, look at this. Look at this.
Such bullshit.
All right.
So I'm second on the lineup, and I see Godovic go by me, and I'm like, what the hell is he doing? And he starts swiping at his tail cover.
There's Flores, yeah.
And I'm on his phone, probably checking Instagram.
Like, look how cheated this is.
Well, because Corey helped Godovic or something like that
We
earlier
were
in the year
buddies.
or
I
something.
talked to him. Like, none of y'all did because y'all were mean to him.
I didn't know him.
Got it.
Got it.
Got it. Clear.
So my left front's all banged up.
Brandon just got pissed.
That's our cheated up left front fender, so when that's gone, I definitely can't drive.
Right.
And so we go down in the corner, Bubba clears me, he chases after Corey wins the race. And
Perfect.
Dude, dialed in right there.
So the
Max.
best
Not
thing
only is
is,
his bumper cover gone, his right rear is just so sexy. It's amazing.
My was
Even when
trimmed
we
out.
were in ARCA that year, like 2013.
And it was only like a couple
You
minutes.
cheating some I knew it. Like,
I knew it. Nobody within our camp knew we were cheating.
Me racing side by side, I knew he was cheating.
but in the ARCA thing, you knew you were cheating.
No, we just had good motors. This was an unbelievable finish to Rockingham.
so this
is Reddick.
This is Rockingham, and this is where it got really good for me.
Nobody knew about
Reddick
Tyler
was in
Reddick.
this.
Nobody knew about Tyler Reddick
yeah,
here. But
nobody.
Me.
Yeah.
Because I grew up racing with him.
No
I
one
raced
knew.
against him in Bandoleros at the summer shootout.
Really?
Never knew who he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reddick.
Exactly.
He ran bandos?
Yes. There's a summer shootout lineup with him in it.
And who's he got? Billy Currington on the hood of that thing? What's he got?
Jason Aldean.
Jason Aldean. So,
this is our last lap.
Look at that move.
Last lap.
I mean, he just threw it in there.
Top on Brett Moffitt. I'm running third.
Moffitt's like, clear.
Yeah,
not clear.
This was not it.
McReynolds must have been spotting for him.
Yeah. And then Tyler wins a race, and I run seventh.
I'm running seventh. I'm gonna lose. I'm running seventh. Gonna lose the championship. I'm like,
So we're running seventh because this guy to my right is driving the dog out of you.
No.
I know we need to back it up like 8 laps.
Stop.
What happened?
Hammer time.
What happened?
Okay, so this kid.
And what'd you win by 6 points?
No, I tied.
15.
Less than that.
No.
I feel
15.
Like.
No, because
I think
Brett
I
didn't make
needed
it.
that one
I'm
spot.
pretty sure it was 6.
It must have been spread by a lot.
Yes.
I think it was 6.
There are rails, and we have
Fully
gotten off them.
Off
Off of them.
So qualified on the pole, led the first because they did a halfway deal for this race.
Pit stop or something.
Oh, Tyler.
Look at that hair. Wow.
Yes,
The hair
dude.
was something. So we led, and we had an oil leak, very small.
Yeah.
But it was just smoke, just throwing smoke out the back. Nothing on the racetrack, nothing on Coleman Presley's windshield. And they sent us to the back for the halfway deal. So we come back up through the field, fastest car by a mile, racing against dirt guy, dirt phenom. The next best thing in the world, except for when you're inside of him, he chops your nose. I was like, all right,
I thought it was to the
he's
outside.
new.
I thought you were coming to my outside, and I like opened my entry.
No, I was underneath and you did this.
They do that stuff in dirt all the time.
2 more times this did it. So next time, the last one was I was on your outside and you came up and I was like, all right, I'm not lifting. And you were just.
No, this was after. This was. I got you on entry exit. You were underneath me. And
Underneath you.
I'm like, I was pointed this way down the back. She's like,
I let you go.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And then I got you again and then shipped your ass. And now I was like, I was like, where's your boy at? He's like, he's down there celebrating. Like, tell him he's welcome because I should have junked it.
So I do have a question for Daniel. Bowman Gray, we were talking about it out. We were talking about it out in the lobby. Somehow you parked the car on top of the pit exit.
I was just ready to go home. I remember going to that race. I went to the racetrack and I was like, there's no way we're gonna race here. Like, there is no way we're gonna race here. Like,
That's what we said about the Clash this year, but
yeah, like this is a football field.
Honestly, if you think about the Clash and Bowman Gray, they're the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, and you know, at the time, I was so new in ovals, man. That was only my 2nd year racing ovals. I break into corner, I think 3 or whatever, something like that, and that thing started jumping in the back. I didn't know what Will Hub meant. And even if somebody was trying to explain it to me, I had no idea what it meant. I just hit the wall,
brakes harder.
and I had one of those belts.
Oh no.
One of those belts that it was only one thing instead of 2. You guys can ask.
No.
You have to ask Coleman Presley. I had to ask him what I say on the radio.
What do you
I say, oh my huevos. Yeah. Ask him one day.
I'm surprised you went, oh my huevos. Dude, Kyle, when you came into the Cup Series, and what was your first year, 2014?
In Cup.
Yeah, in Cup. Like, you talk about different lanes and like where you grow up and come from and like it's different forms of racing, but like when you came to the Cup Series, what people thought were the top, it was not the top. You know, like no one ran the fence before. Like you'd get a car width off the wall, and that was what people thought running the fence was. And then you came into Cup. I remember watching you your rookie year, whether it was Homestead, Chicago was a great race, like everywhere, and you redefined like the top lane. And it's what it is now today.
When I ran in 2012, we ran Canyon, I ran 4 truck races that year. I ran Homestead. Kyle Busch was in the field. I remember I thought I was running the top.
Yeah.
And he passed me and he sticks his hand out the window. He's like, this. I'm like, all right. And so then I was like, I'm just gonna enter on the fence. And I was like, damn, this is like wide open way before the starting point. I'm like, this is way easier. And then I drove back by Kyle like a few laps later and.
Time out. Kyle Busch passed you.
With a passed me and then down the straightaway he's like,
told you,
like you need to get higher.
And
like, hey,
you,
rookie, you need to get higher.
Are you wasn't giving a finger?
No, he was. left hand out the window, pointing like, you need to get higher.
So we've heard all these stories, you guys talking about racing, but what was it like growing up together at the track, Bubba? And like these people are obviously still part of your life and some of your closest friends.
Getting to race against your buddies, that was fun. I remember the best story I have between him and I, it was Nashville, dominated this race. Like, we were lapping the field. And I took the white flag and poof, motor blew. I was like, oh, damn, he's running second.
This some
He's running second. I coast all the way around. And he beats me at the line. That's how big a lead I had. Beats me at the line like this. He gets thrown out in tech.
I still got grievance about that.
So you still won?
I still won.
What Bandolero engine blows up?
One that's cheated up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Dude, our Bando was stout.
Yeah, because you had jet fuel in the thing and a Legend motor in the thing.
Here's why I won a lot of Bandolero races. They give you a $6 burger in Victory Lane. I was going to get that burger.
Little known fact about Chum Chum. Wanted to marry my older sister when we were about 8 years old. You remember that?
Oh, yeah, no, that was great.
Huge crush on Emma when we were kids. I remember I was hanging at MRO. I wanted to talk about this the whole episode. Imagine.
We could have gone over this at your Halloween party or something like that.
Like, I remember Brandon having the biggest crush on Emma when we were like kids. It was amazing.
You guys obviously are reminiscing about things that happened 10 years ago. You guys have all had a lot of success since then. What's the call that you remember from a team owner that kind of changed your life? What call was that?
Brad's a huge deal of why I got to Penske, honestly. He was, Parker Kligerman was driving his trucks at the time. His truck team was pretty new, and they were looking for a new guy. He just got talking to me in the garage, walking back to our, trailers, and, had a meeting with him the next week.
Were you, super nervous when he came up,
Yeah, I didn't know. Honestly, I don't think I really understood what was happening at the time. I didn't think he was interviewing me to drive his trucks.
How old you were there, Ryan?
19.
19?
It's funny because I actually interviewed with a lot of teams. Not a lot of people know that.
Who'd you interview with?
Dude, I went to Hendrick, Gibbs, Roush.
How was that?
Penske. I went to everybody.
Because I did the same thing.
Me and Dad.
So you remember doing the same thing, going around to teams and interviewing?
At the end of 2011, I went to every race. I went to Penske. I went to Hendrick, Gibbs, Roush. Every wall trip. Chip Ganassi was the very last team. I had no other team to go to. I had been through all of them. And I went to Chip's, and it was 10 minutes, and I was out of there.
Yeah.
I want to know from everybody, including KV, and we'll start here, and then we'll come all the way around. Everyone's sitting here. We all kind of came up at the same time. I remember everybody. It's vivid, and that's why we put it together this way. What would you tell yourself then? Now?
Well, because I didn't get hired at the national level right away. And you need to be patient because at some point somebody's going to believe in you and give you a shot. You guys were talking about that call. I remember mine was from the former president of Speed Channel when he called and said, hey, I'm going to give you a chance to be on TV and talk about racing. And it was never the same, right?
Yep.
But you got to wait for the right opportunity.
I would say, don't take the short dollar, take the long dollar.
Yep.
There's different scenarios, there's different paths. Ultimately, I do agree with you got to be patient and wait on that opportunity, especially from a driving aspect. You really got to sink your heels in, and Corey obviously has done that. Daniel's done that. The card I would have played differently is probably be in the moment and probably grind it out.
I would say that to do not take for granted, and I understand that it's a process, right? Me coming from like I said, from a different country and starting from zero, from base one, it's tough to have those relationships and to know those people, like what Kyle was talking about, Kid and all these people taking him to all these race shops. I just didn't know, how to do all those things. I didn't know the people. Or if I could give an advice to a young myself, is to try to involve myself and make relationship as quick as possible to people to be able to get connected better.
Bubba?
It's similar to what all these guys said, right? Is enjoy the moment and not overthink it. You try too hard. Just make yourself happy.
If I put myself in 10 years ago, what you know now, was relax and calm down. But you already know where you're at, now. So it's a hard question to put yourself back 10 years from now, but as an 18-year-old kid, you know, you just want to do the best you can. You're always thinking of the next level. But yeah, I mean, all these guys say live in the moment and just enjoy what you're doing, because you never know where you're going to end up. But that's kind of a hard question to ask. Kind of f***ed up, to be honest with you.
I love you guys. I love you guys. Y'all are really.
You know, it's easy to say right now.
These are the good old days right now, too.
That's right.
Right? It's like, that's a perspective.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Oh, man. I mean, I'm just, you can hear that in the background, a little shaking. We got something coming up for y'all.
We do.
But for me, being able to do this, like, I wanted to be where you guys are. I wanted to race at that level. And luckily this year at Indy, I got that. It took me 12 years to get to this point. But the ride has been something that I would never exchange for anything else.
This has been really awesome, all of you. Thanks for being good sports and sharing all the stories. It's been really cool to hear them, right?
Yeah, thanks for holding your bathroom breaks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
We'll do it again, maybe another 10 years.
Okay.
And now we have to give you guys a shot to celebrate this reunion, which is just what we do.
Not a reunion without...
Daniel's is a different color.
Well, Daniel's is straight tequila. He got straight tequila.
This is really
Yeah, you got straight. My man got tequila over there. What you mean?
A lemon drop.
Oh, is that a lemon drop?
Tequila,
cabron.
Oh, perfect. I like a lemon drop.
Stand up.
Oh, yeah. Everybody.
Yeah, everybody's standing.
Everybody up. Come on in.
Great.
Stand up.
Can you? I know you guys are really stuck in your chairs, but
I was comfy.
I don't know. What are we cheersing to?
Here's to the next 10, right?
Yeah, for 10
here's to
more.
the next
10 more.
Cheers.
Salud.
Salud.
Hey.
You water drinking.
Can take you anywhere nice.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
I'm out.
It's actually pretty yummy.
That's a wrap, baby.
First drink
That's
of the
pretty
night.
good, actually. What was that?
Lemon drop.
Get one more round. Kidding.